I'm kind of glad you didn't pick up. I kind of just called to hear your voice. I miss you. I've been thinking about you, and I've been thinking about our love, and how much I miss you. I miss being around you, hearing your laugh and holding your hand. I think of you every day. I hope and I wish that you're doing okay. I want us to go back to the old days, because I miss you, and I just thought of you. I miss being around you, hearing your laugh and holding your hand. I think of you every day. I hope and I wish that you're doing okay. I want us to go back to the old days, because I miss you, and I just thought of you. The idea of you listening to this, the thought of you on the other side of the line, I can't hang up. I don't want this to end. Not again. I don't know if you miss me too, but I hope you do. I miss being around you, hearing your laugh and holding your hand. I think of you every day. I hope and I wish that you're doing okay. I want us to go back to the old days, because I miss you, and I just thought of you. The idea of you listening to this, the thought of you on the other side of the line, I can't hang up. I don't want this to end. Not again. I don't know if you miss me too, but I hope you do. Even if things never go back to what we were, what I became so used to, what I thought would be forever.
Hello everybody and welcome back. See, the love has already been shared. JD caught the double dysentery and I'm so sorry, cat lady, I spread it onto you. But welcome back everybody to the challenge that you apparently all insisted on. A few weeks ago we rode the stagecoach from where we are down the bottom there in Escalera, and we took it all the way up to Blackwater, and it took us about 43 minutes, give or take. And today we are going to walk it, and by walk it, we are doing it at a walking pace. We're not going to be pressing the run button. I'm just going to be basically holding the forward button and occasionally turning. We are taking the exact same route. The only difference is we're going from house to house, as opposed to before where we went from the whatchamacallum station here, the where you get in the taxi basically, and we went to the jailhouse. But if I zoom in, so actually, where the hell's the cursor gone? So we're starting from here. Last time we started from there. However, our end zone, the end zone last time was here, and we're making it here from house to house. That's the way that we're that's the way we're rigging it today. It's approximately the same distance. I don't think it's going to make it much in the grand scheme of things. But we will be at this walking pace. And thank you there, Frodo, contributing to the first to contribute to the Snow Runner challenge. Those, indeed, they're going to be getting some serious walking in. You may notice I'm stalling right now. I'm waiting until my stream counter says 10 minutes. Is this the right door I want to start out of? Yeah, we're going to start out with this door. So, so that I can get a rough gauge on how long it takes, we're going to wait another 2.5 minutes before we set off. What sort of mischief have you all been causing though whilst we pace? We've got to get warmed up. You've got to get warmed up for our long walk. Now, I do have the Lord of the Rings and the Star Wars trivia cards within grabbing distance. And I'm hoping you can hear the music that I popped on in the background as well there, because it's not like we have any story to listen to today. We're just walking. Okay, I'm here. Let the one long walk begin. We've got 8 minutes 10. Not long to go before we set off on our journey. And we'll be following the cowboy sat-nav. Let's just zoom out on there so you can see on the radar there. We're following cowboy sat-nav. And we'll be sticking to that route. Otherwise, we won't be walking in a straight line, so that we are pretty much recreating. Apart from that little bit at the end, a little bit at the beginning, this is the same route that it took us on last time. I'm hoping that we won't encounter any combat situations, because that would be a problem. Have I got time to get my phone out? I'm going to do a timery thing on my phone as well. What the random giggles are, just my background picture at the minute. This one, I got my work truck back. Oh, you finally got some, got that sorted. Got a few things cleaned up. Oh, it might probably more than a few things cleaned up. She's eating a restaurant with parents, only about actually almost home. How long was like the full drive for Samwise to get to get out there? 30 seconds, everybody. New factory is so much neater now. I know about the organisation, got everything set up in one big line. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. And my phone screen went off. Okay, I've started the stopwatch there as well. But let the walk begin. And CGD, thank you so much for the sub there as well there, mate. 10 months of madness, you crazy bloke. Welcome in there, mate. tonight we are doing our Red Dead challenge. The challenge that nobody asked for. We are walking from where we are here to where we're going over there. I don't want to show you on the map because it would interfere with the science. JD's there. He's Mr. Smith. He is just polishing his harmonica, ready to play it. He's challenging Mr. Frodo. I really hope we don't get stuck into any combat in the long walk. He's next on the list then. Dysentery to Mr. Smith. Oh, you've got is that quadruple dysentery tonight there, JD? Oh, and so I passed it on to Happy Cat Lady, then Happy Cat Lady then passed it on to Mr. Smith. See, we're just spreading the love in a big chain. The question is now, where will Mr. Smith spread it to? Double poop. So, Happy Cat Lady, how much chocolate have we inhaled today? I know you were itching for that chocolate the other day. Oh no, Mr. Smith has been defeated. Is that a horsey going to be like constantly following us? Maybe it was a mistake to accidentally call him. It's the Matty. Welcome in there, mate. But Mr. Smith has been defeated. You know, Frodo just wanted that ring that little bit more. It tossed you over into the fire. Oh, Mr. Smith spread the dysentery back to me.
I knew the Holy Virgin would bring me to you.
And
has been talking about you.
bye bye. Press B to. Oh, it was just a gift. I thought it was a quest she was giving us.
Trouble, sister. They ain't mine.
Yep, keep on walking. So we've been out for 3.5 minutes now. Should we have done a poll to see how long this was going to take? I found a video where they explain that my sister's name is Chinese sounds like double poop. So I had to send it to her. Oh no. And what did she say in response? To catch my... Oh shit! That's right. I saw it on my phone. I forgot to reply. I completely forgot that it's the Matty. But you tried the ram and it still didn't. It still didn't cooperate. This is a proper country. So the music is playing. That's good. I only flicked it over at the last second. I think it's a track 1, 2, 3. Could be. Either 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 1. Yeah. Too many databases in my head. 45. Yeah, it was. We were certainly not making it that way on foot, but yeah, it was like 43 minutes that it took for the coach to walk, for us to walk along there. Now, as before, we will not be looking at the map. We will just keep on walking. It is like beautiful scenery, though. Just on a side note. Oh, I kind of wish I'd gotten a rubber band or something handy that I could have tied this, because my finger's going to be sore by the end of the night, isn't it? There'll be no hunter for me later. I like that though, that she proceeded to blame your mum. Well, you could always make her feel better about it, and you could share a packet of Frazzles with her. JD. Also, that took Codex an hour 45 to walk the Red Dead 2 map end to end. So that's kind of like what I've predicted in my head for this, just shy of 2 hours. Assuming that we don't have any... Yes, exactly, JD. JD will be singing for his death loops in the background. Was that the... tried all the RAM modules in all the slots. Singularly, same result every time. At this point would be where I would say you would have to bring it into my workshop. I'm getting PTSD when I got kicked off the train, had to, not having any cash, had to walk an hour to get home. And why were you kicked off the train? Might we inquire? No frazzle sharing. You don't tell anyone in the family, do you, JD, that you've got a secret supply of frazzles? You have to have a little look, because like what I've done for Samwise and perhaps Frodo, there's no guarantee of sharing. As Samwise discussed the other day, we just have to have a look as well to see if there's any other, things that you would like to try that might just be like available over here. And I'll load up the next supply run for you, JT. But it's the online max, so it was quite. And looked at the map. Oh, so the extra. See, for the sign to see, we're just going to be like this. As I say, getting a new PC at some point this year. It's just the annoyance factor, though. Especially when you presented me with a puzzle, Mr. Matty. A puzzle that I now need to solve. Because I forgot my wallet and didn't have... Oh, right, so yeah. And it was the one time the train app wasn't working. But the one time there was an inspector as well, was there? I told you guys about my train story, didn't I? When I went to Glasgow from Armadale here, shortly after we moved. Because I had to go to... There's one of the building societies that I don't really have any money in, but I've got an account with them. And I wanted to go and change the address, and they wouldn't do it over the phone or online. You have to go into a branch because they're backwards. What is the point of a building society? What's this guy want? But I accessed the Wi-Fi on the train, and I can't help myself, with having specialisms in network security. I was not only able to see everybody's device on the train, but much like the Odeon Cinema, I was still able to access everybody's phone device across the entire company, across every train. That's how good the security is on whichever one of the rail companies was that I was riding on. It's like 6 years ago now. I can't remember which one of the brands it was, but yeah, they've got the same level of security as Odeon. Play a game tonight called Barn Finders. It's like the TV show where the people bid on. Oh, I remember watching one of those on. There was two blokes, wasn't there? Two blokes and the girl with all the tattoos back at the shop. Who was some kind of... She's some sort of a stripper in real life, isn't she? I vaguely remember those. Which was the other show where you had the baldy guy was the host, and you had like these just awful Americans. They're like proper Karens. was I can still see how. I can just see how see it now. And it's uses. Yeah, it was like audience cinema. I could because the projectors work by streaming, and well now because it's not like the film reels anymore, and I could access every single projector, every single till, every single person's phone that might be connected, all the office computers, the printers. I could even, because they were even labelled, I could even see the credit card machines on the network. That's how secure Odeon is. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's the patched it since then, because it was quite a long time ago. Would it have been 20? It was probably 2014ish. No. It wouldn't have been. It would have been 2016, because it was just before we moved up to there. Yeah. Oh, where did he come from? No death loops. Are you chanting, JD? Storage hunters. Yeah. I think that was what that name definitely sounds right. You failed to stop the crime. The thief got away. Sounds like a them problem. A magician never reveals its. Oh, what I missed there. If you could create a spell to do anything you wanted, what would you do? What would you call it? I have been today making some further upgrades with Ada 2.0. I built her Discord module and brought her in to Discord again because I was having technical issues recycling the previous bot that I made. So I thought, oh bollocks to it, I'll just make another one. You're always chanting Deathloop. Could have changed that to show on there. Show it. Oh yeah, what would you put on the projectors? And welcome in there, God, it's good one. Thank you for the follow and welcome in. Tonight we are doing the challenge that nobody asked for. We are walking from the place that begins with on one corner of the map all the way to the place where the town is on the other corner of the map. For signs to see how long it takes. We did it in the stagecoach and it took 43-ish minutes. I should have really confirmed that beforehand. Oh, bugger. He went past pretty quick. It took 43 minutes, and so far we've been at it for 13 minutes, and we've come this far. But part of the criteria is I can't check the map, so I can't tell us how far we actually are in our journey. What could possibly go wrong? I kind of feel like I want to step to the side a bit, though, because they're getting awfully close when they're racing past. Oh, we've got to watch out for animals and stuff as well. What could possibly go wrong? But thank you for the follow there, mate, and welcome in to this madhouse. Oh, don't forget as well, guys, we have the next community challenge is now available. I would really appreciate it if you did not contribute to it. In fact, I encourage it. Shame on you, Frodo. Fingers crossed, they might take it off Game Pass if in the next 31 days. Oh, here we go. It's the man he contributed to the to the awful SnowRunner challenge. And so did Mr. Smith. Remember, this is not like Easy Guy. There will be no extensions. Because there's one challenge I don't want to do. I'm not contributing to that. I was like, yeah, it's such a boring game. I mean, yes, graphically looks really good. Physics, yes, it works really well, but there's the gameplay. Gameplay is just so boring. I did not enjoy it at all. I think I've uninstalled it after the streams about 3 times now. I think must have done about 10 streams of it. I've restarted from the beginning. I don't know how many times now as well. Yeah, you say that I might be leaving Game Pass in May. Was that? But it's not you that's doing it. SnowRunner plus cab only. Well, for me, driving in the cab's not an issue. I don't mind driving in the cab. I'll drive in the cab during it anyway. Oh, not good, not good. Oh. Is that a horse still following us? No, it gave up. But Mr. Smith has recovered. Who are you going to challenge next? Well, Frodo is the current champion. Big list of games potentially leaving the service in May. Oh, is there? I haven't kept up to it. I think the only active game that we have on Game Pass is... Oh, what did you call it? High on Life. But we are hopefully going to finish that this week. That's what I'm kind of predicting. Because he did sort of like mention it was going to be the final battle, didn't he, at the end of that, so it should be the final boss. The only thing though, right, is on TikTok, that's like ages when the game came out, there was some clips of some like things. We haven't seen any of those yet. What was that? Who would be victorious in a fist fight between Batman and Agent 47? I was just thinking, yeah, you're in a fist fight or something, but wouldn't surely the Agent 47 would do it from range? But no, if they had to be in a fist fight. How armoured is Batman's neck piece? You know, for the wire. And JD's got to go and put the kettle on everybody. And the sun's come up. How far have we... Oh, hang on, this sounds like a trap. Let's just get to this side of the path, because I don't want to get anywhere near them, folk. They look like they're about to cause a fight. It's just skirt the road. Oh, we're turning off here as well. Hopefully we don't get any red dots. Yeah, I think we've been okay there. We've made it. Was that there, Mr. Easy Agent 47? He just sniped a Batman before he got close. Ah, but it had to be in a fist fight, though. That was the criteria. If they were both cornered in a tight space room together. I mean, surely Batman has the addition of the armor. So, I mean, you know, if you punch Batman in the chest, that's going to hurt your hand more than if he... Because the Agent 47 just has a shirt on. Plus he has those stabby blade things that come out of his armpit, doesn't he? Batman wouldn't close, he wouldn't... he would use his tech to see Agent 47. Now, remember when we played the Telltales Batman game? That's one of the things I enjoyed about that. You know, when we did the combat thing and it had like, you would like deploy the drone and it would go like through the different parts in the window and you would choose how you wanted to engage in the fight. So I like that way that did the combat in that. You could choose which way you wanted it to go, and then you had to then when you initiate it, you had to do like the quick time events to cycle through the combat. So yeah, Batman would probably win because he would do that in advance. If it was just Bruce, yeah, if it was just Bruce, Agent 47 wins, yes. I would like to do those. I picked them all up, the collection. You know, going back to the first one on Steam. Oh, bugger, that was close. Picked it up on Steam, ages ago. The whole collection was like, I don't know, like 5-6 quid or something. I think I still got my original CD-ROMs for the first one as well. And the second one, I think, as well. But it is on the list. Somewhere in there it's on the list. What would I have classed it under? This thing doesn't stay on screen long enough to really focus on it. But we also have 2 different games this week as well. Actually, 2 platformers coming up this week. So tomorrow we'll be on Lumberjack Simulator again. But it'll be up to you whether or not you want me to continue the Lumberjack simulating, or if you want me to actually do a mission. Like do the story. For me, I kind of want to continue building our cabin. But I'll let you guys decide tomorrow if you want to break from that and do the game properly. I think I was able to change the save file down to a easier difficulty level because we were completely shafted last week with the difficulty. But then on Tuesday we have, I don't know how, I'm not sure the pronunciation off the top of my head, but basically it's like Skull. It's a platforming game. So we're going to do that one there. I fired it up a few weeks ago to test it when I downloaded it. Ooh. Oh, you arsehole. And there's a very attractive pixel art witch in it. And thank you as well, JD, for the game as well. Wednesday, of course, we'll be finishing High on Life. Thursday... Oh, hang on, what is on for Thursday? Can I open Discord? Oh yeah, I need everyone. I need the Hive Mind, to help me on Thursday for Resident Evil HD Remastered. Yeah, so we've got that one there. Of course, what I'm waiting for, Friday, Mass Effect. To start over, he didn't walk those feet, no, he got rolled. That's it, reload the save file, JG. And Two-Chunk, welcome in there, mate. Have I missed something higher up there whilst I've been rambling? Oh, hang on, we're going off course here. Oh, where are they going? Stay away. I got this because I already challenged Frodo. Oh yeah, if you've got one in there, you'd have to wait for it to expire, or for you both to recover, to be able to do it again there. But welcome in there, mate. Tonight we are doing the community challenge to walk from the place we're going to eat at the other end of the map, the title somewhere in the channel title for the thingamajig, and we're walking all the way to the Blackwater place on the other side for signs to see how long it takes. We did it in the stagecoach whilst we were playing the main game through, and it took I'm sure it was like 43ish minutes. How long have we been at it now? We've been at it now for 25 minutes exactly, and we haven't even got to the bridge yet. But welcome in there, mate. Don't forget as well, guys, to you also have ! story time. If one of you would like to do a choose your own adventure whilst we're on the long walk. Does that need to wait another 5 minutes? Yeah, you have to wait till you recover. I'm sure that is the bridge that we're going to cross. That's not the railway bridge. No iTunes, I don't want to update. There we go. There you go, Mr. Smith, you've recovered. There we go. Oh, and it's the Maddie has a treat for Real the Raccoon. So you have a choice of 5 different stories. To use them, to enter each of them, it's a story with a $ for the S, then a space, and then the number of the story that you'd like to explore. Assuming I configured them all correctly. Oh, it's just the no exclamation mark, just the $ for the S in place of the S in story. Which one's number 4 again there? The IKEA meatball escape. Oh, there we go. So yeah, so just like that one there, mate. So the IKEA meatball escape, there are 6 possible endings. So enter the command story 60 to begin. With the $. Let's see. You find yourself lost in the labyrinth maze of an IKEA store. You've been wandering around what feels like hours. You're trying to find the exit, but every turn seems to lead you deeper into the... deeper into the store. You start feeling frustrated and angry, but you refuse to give up. And we're going off course here. You refuse to give up. You're taking a deep breath and decide to keep going. So, do we have story 61 for follow the arrows on the ground, or story 62 to ignore the arrows and trust your instincts? I'm starting to curve here. We'll be turning around to go onto the bridge. So 62, ignore the arrows and trust your instincts. So you... Okay, yeah, gunshots. You ignore the arrows and trust your instincts, thinking you can find the exit faster that way. You turn left and right and left again. And every turn leads you... Oh, we're going off course here. Every turn leads you deeper into the maze. You start feeling like you're in a real life version. Where did you come from? Of Minecraft. Oh, this is not good. We're under attack here. But you refuse to give up. Take a deep breath, and do you want to retake your breath, retrace your steps, or 66? I think that's a typo in there. Start singing loudly. Oh no, it isn't. Start singing loudly in the hopes that someone can hear you. So a choice of story 65 or story 66. Do you want to retrace your steps? There you go. 66. You start yelling loudly, hoping that someone will hear you and come to your rescue. Let's just line myself up to the bridge here. I'm at a 45-degree in the chat. I'm not actually facing the screen right now. But after a few minutes, you realise that nobody is coming. You start to feel embarrassed and silly, but you refuse to give up. Take a deep breath and keep going. Do you want to start shouting for help or start talking to the furniture? I think that's where I've made a mistake in the typo. So story 73 for start shouting for help, or 74. Good evening, Gary, and welcome in there, mate. We are 30 minutes into the walk. Exactly 30 minutes. 2 seconds. I'll just check on my phone. Yep, 30 minutes exactly. Okay, 74. You tried to climb up to the second level of the store, hoping you'll be able to see an exit from above, but you quickly realise it was a mistake, as you find yourself even more lost than before. You start to feel panicked and trapped, but you refuse to give up. you take a deep breath and decide to keep going. Do you try to find a map of the store, or do you follow the arrows on the ground? So 72 for try to find a map of the store, or 61 for do you follow the arrows on the ground? Oh, Mr. Smith has recovered as well there. And what's that there? What are you currently playing? And well, I think we all know the answer for Gary there. He's playing the Satisfactories. So this will put us on the north side of the river at least, and that's taken over 30 minutes. Let's just move out of the way this this coach here. Oh, I really hope we don't get shot. Okay, 61. You follow the arrows on the ground. Think they will lead you to the exit, but after a few minutes you realise... where do you come from? After a few minutes you realise that they are not pointing in the right direction. You start to feel even more frustrated and annoyed, but you refuse to give up. You start to follow your instincts, hoping that it'll lead you out of the store. And we have... you follow the delicious smell of meatballs, thinking that'll lead you to the exit. But after a few minutes, you realise you're in the cafeteria section of the store. But after you take a break and grab a plate of meatballs... hang on, we're going off course here. Grab a plate of meatballs before continuing your search for the exit. So do you grab a plate of meatballs, do you 67, accidentally spill the meatball sauce on one of the displays, or eat your way out of the store? I hear Gary. Nothing now but Satisfactory all day. It is so addictive. When I first started playing it, it was like all day, every day. I had it on and I was like looking at things. Now I'm tending to just kind of leave it for the streams. Oh, no worries there. We'll continue the story in a moment. I wish that Cowboy Satnav told us how far it was to walk. Like the distance on the thing. We have a long way to go. So what do you reckon? That's half an hour to do what? Was that maybe a quarter of the journey? How far do you reckon? Oh, hang on. Here we go. We have the continuation. Sorry, where was I up to? Oh, so you accidentally spill meatball sauce on one of the... hang on, we're walking to the bushes. You accidentally spill meatball sauce on one of the displays, causing a chain reaction of falling items like dominoes. You panic and quickly try to clean it up, but only make the situation work. An employee approaches you and asks what happened. You try to explain, but they don't seem to believe you. They make you pay for the damaged display and escort you out of the store. You are feeling defeated and embarrassed. So was it 70? Hang on, we're going of course here. 75. Never go back to IKEA again, or 76. Go back in and try again. Or was it there, Gary? I went to the farm to do an egg hunt and said to myself, Mass Effect when I get home. Didn't happen. Ended up in the factory. Into the factory, then that was it, Gary. So you gather up your courage and go back into the store and determined to find the exit this time. You take a deep breath and follow the arrows on the ground. After a few minutes, you finally see the light at the end of the tunnel. You've made it out of the maze. Congratulations, you have escaped IKEA. And thank you for playing one of our Choose Your Own Adventure stories. It took an insane amount of time to get all those configured. I had the headache. Once I have a headache with pictures, that's it. I've got to see it through. I do have a couple more to add. It's just a bit, as I say, it's just time consuming getting them in. That was good. I'm hoping some of the Ada 2.0 features. I have included some of the text-to-speech things. So once I activate those modules and get them configured and get all the different parts all configured and talking to one another, I'll have Ada read out the stories to us, as well as popping them into chat. What could possibly go wrong? But for those of you who don't know, Ada is my continuous development on an AI bot for the stream. In recent weeks, I have been activating more of the features that I've been writing. I had wanted to get them all done and then activate it all in one go, but I think this approach is working out better. That I'm slowly bringing up systems one by one. Actually, can I reach Ada from here? Is she hot? Yes, Ada's currently hot. And we're in the bushes. So side note, Ada is ran from a Raspberry Pi 02. That's dangling by its power cable behind my main monitor. A long walk. Currently we're heading back west as we climb up the hill. But no shortcuts, no straight line. We follow Cowboy Sat Nav. I'm just worried what I saw up ahead might have been another animal that might want to kill us. So far so good, we haven't been attacked. We managed to just barely avoid it all. But whilst we're wandering up here, what sort of chaos and pandemonium we've all got lined up for next week? Of course, my plans are quite shafted because we're having more of this bank holiday nonsense tomorrow, aren't we? I suppose I'll use the time to work on Ada. Since I've got nothing else that I can do tomorrow. Oh, there's a corner coming up here. Change course. Now, can anyone remember, did the stagecoach last time, did it take us through Armadillo? Or did we skirt around it? I can't remember if we went through the town or around it. We're just about to cross the 40-minute mark. And there it is, 40 minutes. And still a long way to go. Oh, no you don't.
Get off me!
Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. No. Hashtag blame Chrissy. We had a minor setback, Mr. Smith. As soon as I heard it, I knew you were dead. Well, that was exactly the 40-minute mark. Okay, I'm now going to sit back in the chair. JD. So what was that got us? Yep, Deathloops, Mr. Frodo. Yeah, my finger's going to be sore by the end of this, isn't he? It was Happy Cat Lady. Have I got any rubber bands or anything like that lying around here? I don't think I've had one up here for years, to be honest. What's this? Oh, hang on, rubber band. Now the question is, where can I tie that to? Hang on. No, oh no, that's going to press that, isn't it? Maybe I can widen it slightly. Hang on. Nope. Keep walking. I did that wrong there. And then bugger. It was a cougar that got us. Alright, let's go see which ways can I tie this off. Does that affect it? Yeah, that affects it. So ideally, it has to be going straight ahead. When I tie it round. And I'm going to do it in such a way that it doesn't pull the shoulder button. So if that goes round like that. So if I tie it to there, that'll never hold.
At last! I knew the Holy Virgin would bring me to you. Everyone in Las Hermanas has been...
Okay, that's working. I can take my finger off the controller. Okay, that'll relieve the wrist pain that I currently have. Oh no. So that was pretty much, we'll say, the approximate death was at the 50-minute mark. So now we're 4 minutes in. It's going to be a long night, everybody. I hope no one was planning on getting up early tomorrow. Because it's going to be a long night. It is drifting to the side now, I think, because of the way I've got it balanced. And maybe is that kind of straight? There we go. So how many times do you think we're going to have to do this evening? Until we finish it? Oh, I can't believe that. 40 minutes. We just gotten over the hill. Mr. Smith says 4. Have to listen out for it again. Was it sit your feet up and relax and have some popcorn? Is it? Are you going around with the popcorn then, Mr. Frodo? Still feels like it's drifting slightly to the side, but it's probably because of the way I've strapped the rubber band around the controller. It's tied to the to one of the paddles underneath. So what could possibly go wrong with that? Is there a fail criteria for us? Or do we have to come back every Sunday until we finish it? There is a fail criteria. What's the fail criteria, Gary? Oh, this is going to be a long one. That's what you hope, she said. What sort of trouble? Triggy, mate, welcome in, mate. You join us back again at the start of the stream. If you fall asleep, you have to do it again next Sunday from the start. Oh no, I'm usually up to like 4 o'clock in the morning. Courtesy of this demented Irish bloke, you may have heard of him. Oh, this is going to take ages now. How long was it until we got to the bridge at least? It's going to be either you or Easy as the crazy Irish bloke. Well, we're now 7 minutes into the journey. The second journey. I should have clicked that for a highlight, shouldn't I? So I could see where the disjoint is in the in the journey in the stream. I'll put chapters in on the YouTube later on. Evening, mate. Why are you walking this far? For science. We're doing it for science to see how long it takes us. During a stream a few weeks ago, I'm fairly certain it was probably Gary's fault. We're going to say it's Gary's fault on this occasion. We walked. So we went from the place where we started from to the place where we're going, and we used the stagecoach taxi, and it took about 43ish minutes. And then for the community challenge that everyone redeemed last week, we're now doing the experiment once again, but we're walking it this time. And we got 50 minutes there. It was about a quarter of the journey, maybe it's a third, and got killed by a giant kitten. So we've had to start all over again. What sort of mischief have you been getting yourself up to today? I think on the bright side, like I say, we've now got a rubber band around the controller, so I don't have to hold the forward button for the whole time. I just have to occasionally adjust course slightly. It's pulling slightly to one direction. If his horse walked alongside of him, we would have some company on this long, long walk. But is anyone using the bank holiday tomorrow to do anything? Like to go anywhere interesting? Anyone going out for their dinners tomorrow or anything? Or he's all sitting there in chocolate and juice comas from all your eggs. Welcome in there, Crispy mate. And yes, these boots are only for walking, as we can't run or ride a horse. And it's raining. But welcome in there, mate. Hope you've been keeping yourself out of trouble. I see Mr. Oz is playing. Oh yeah, but I was chatting with Mr. Oz this afternoon there, and as we were chatting, he finally went and downloaded it. That and Counter-Strike, because we're going to have some Counter-Strike fun at some point in the coming weeks. Free to play game, everybody. Get it downloaded, join in. We'll have a bit of a giggle. Don't know what's going on tomorrow. You'll be playing with your truck. I laugh my socks off if you get ambushed while you're while you have the rubber band on the controller. Yes. An evening to Masoon, welcome in. I'm stuck on the game, already don't know what I do. It's an awesome game though, Oz. You will not be disappointed. It's right up there in one of my favourite games to play, that one there. Not as high as Mass Effect, of course, that's in the #1 spot. Don't forget, everybody, attendance is mandatory on Friday nights, where we're doing our 100% playthrough on Mass Effect 2. We've done 2 100% playthroughs on Mass Effect 1, and now we're on to Mass Effect 2. So I've got to lay a lot of concrete. Yeah, it's got to build all those platforms. I watched people play it years ago before I knew a fair about it. Just now I just has fun. I need to tidy up my factories. The computer ones, it was only supposed to be a temporary factory because I needed a handful of the circuit boards and stuff. And now that factory is just a complete jumble sale. I need to rebuild it somewhere else and make it tidy. Yes, indeed. Friday, Frodo. Attendance is mandatory. Was it? Raven needs someone to translate. Chat to. Is that the people that are running past us? You mean they're tiramisu? Don't worry. Another half an hour, we'll be out of their territory. I'm looking forward to the new updates when they put the new when they do the engine updates. I'm hoping it's going to solve I would say the shadow issue, because I don't know about you, but I'm having a shadow issue in mine. It when we're inside of the big warehouse, right? It's got a solid roof, but the sunlight acts as if there's no roof there. Because everything should be in dark shadows inside. It was before, but then there was an update before Christmas that changed. I did like put a thing on the on the forum-y thing saying about it, and they said, "Oh, why don't you change it to which is it, like DirectX 12?" I was like, "It already is." Oh, we have another 2,000 contributed to the awful snow runner challenge. And welcome in there, Shay, as well. You joined us tonight for Extreme Walking Simulator. Oh no, what happens if we get killed in the same place again? Yeah, well, like they say, make sure you keep plenty backups of your save file. And he did like publish some maps that tell you where the big changes are going to be going. Was it you, Gary, the other day? I think that was saying that they're not removing, because you said, I'm sure you sent me an article that they're not demolishing the Paradise Island or whatever it is, where I have my old oil works. But since I'm not getting rid of that now, I might turn that back on, because it'll be good for, even though we don't need the extra power, it's good to probably have that buffer of power. We could maybe just have that place there just simply charging batteries for when everything hits the fan. We'll have a think about it. I love the loading screens while joining the server. Vacuuming the vacuum. Oh, hang on, let's get away from them because they look like they're about to shoot us.
Stop there, gringo. Give us your money.
Nope. To surrender to the robbers, press B. I don't want to. Oh, you've got to be joking me. Hashtag blame Chrissy. Okay. Right, we're at the 1 hour 7 minute mark, which is a bit of an odd time to start the thing. Sorry, what were we talking about? They are listening to the factory. So this is going to be a long night. A long night. Oh, nobody had any. No one was getting up early for anything in the morning. It was at there, Triggy, laughing my socks off. Oh. Whose idea was this again? I'm fairly certain Gary's to blame. Was that Chrissy had a mishap with TNT? Mishap with TNT led to the explosion in. Hang on, we're going off course here. To Lake. Which one of those lakes was that exploded? Because all these disasters that come up from the hashtag blame Chrissy are all, from the big book of global catastrophes throughout time that have been caused by Chrissy. It was going well until I came in. He got you right in there. Yeah, I need to pull that clip out of there, don't I, from Friday night. He got you right in the daddy bags. At the minute, I've got like I know I was like putting like the little ones on like every day, but I just ran out of energy for it. I've got a stack of them still from that batch. I'll get them eventually. I mean, it took us like months to get around to doing them last time, but I'll share them all with you at some stage. Okay, I'll tell you what we'll do. Oh. I've just reached over and grabbed one of the trivia cards. Okay, so this one is from the Lord of the Rings box. How many cave trolls attack the Fellowship in Moria?
Marston, I hear many things about you.
Just keep walking. We don't talk to strangers. So can Frodo remember from before he got stabbed? We have 3 for tiramisu. We have they use lightsabers from CGD, which that sounds much more accurate. And Frodo gets it in one. There is one cave troll that attacked them. Normally I would change cards, but we'll now go to question 2. What kind of armor protects Frodo from the cave troll's attack? Yep, he stabbed Frodo. Ewok fur is the correct answer, CGD. Oh, don't worry, spelling and grammar is not included. But the question was, as long as it looks roughly right, because I can't spell it either, to be honest. It's shiny. Has to be a bit closer than it's shiny. Sorry, what was the question again there? What kind of armor protects Frodo from the cave troll's attack? Close enough. Just for reference, it is spelled on the card as Mithril. Question 3. What kind of doors does Gimli say are invisible when closed? Yeah, I think that's how it's spelled. I'm looking at the other side of the card now. Tesco's doors are invisible when closed. Wow, CGT, how are you getting all these answers correct? Yep, Tiramisu has that one there. We have dwarven doors. Now, question 4. As remember, there's 5 questions on each of these cards. Who carries the Fellowship's only torch when they flee Balin's tomb in the mines? So who carries the Fellowship's only torch when they flee Balin's tomb in the mines? Julian Clary. Worse, it could have been Angela White. No, but close, Frodo. No, wait, the other dude. Yeah, I'll accept that as Boromir. Correct. Okay, question 5. What weapon does the cave troll use to smash Balin's sarcophagus? Game of Thrones, dude. I mean, Sharp. I haven't watched Sharp in years. Anyone else used to watch that? They had the series, and there was like so many like extension movies as well. Got them all on DVD. I wouldn't mind watching those again. Angela's double end. Is the correct answer. I say, if you want another story of Angela White, we have one. I don't know. Okay, the answer was it's hammer. A hammer was the answer. So in certain circumstances, you know, CGG was probably right as well. I'm going to put that card down. 2 seconds. Whilst we're on the long walk, Tiramisu was close. Which one was Tillamus? I suppose. Oh, hang on. Oh, we got through. Actually, I probably would be able to do one of the stories because I don't have to tab out of the game because we're playing on Xbox. If he's wanting an incognito storyline. Okay, the next quiz card is from the Star Wars box. I put the Harry Potter box too far away, so there's probably not going to be any Harry Potter questions because that would mean like sitting forward. Was that a hammer? Yeah, hammer with spikes. We'll let that one slide and give the points to Tiramisu. If we're keeping track of the points. Hope somebody is, because there's going to be a test at the end. Right, now, in the smallest font, actually, you know, this font is slightly bigger than the Lord of the Rings cards, but it's still tiny. Okay, these are questions about Jango Fett. So, true or false? Boba Fett is an unaltered clone of Jango Fett. So, true or false? Boba Fett is an unaltered clone of Jango Fett. Tiramisu gets it with a true. Okay. Oh, crikey. What the hell kind of question is this one? Okay. How tall is Jango Fett? 1.82 meters, 1.83 meters, or 1.84 meters? What kind of question is that for a trivia card? 300 foot? Easily done that, Frodo. Mr. Smith for the win. And CG gets it with a 3. yeah, 1.8 if rounded off. That's a weird question. And 1.842 from Gary. Okay, what we got here? Okay. What kind of charge does Jango Fett launch at Obi-Wan Kenobi in the asteroid belt around Geonosis? So what kind of charge does Jango Fett launch at Obi-Wan Kenobi in the asteroid belt around Geonosis? Have I got the webcam on, CGD? Can you see these cards in my hand? Tiramisu gets it with a seismic charge. Question 4. Apart from his fee, what was the only thing Jango Fett requested from the Kaminoans? Did we get past the bridge when we got killed last time? I'll accept that, Tiramisu. That what they were looking for was an unaltered clone that he could raise as his son. But we'll accept that. And the final question on this Star Wars card, anyway. And we're drifting off there. Let's get back on course. How does Obi-Wan Kenobi follow Jango Fett to Geonosis after his duel on Kamino? And if I can read the tiny font, I can see what the answer is myself. I know what it is. I just want to see how they've worded it. Nope, we're not chasing the wagon. Yep, we'll take that one, Tiramisu. So he throws a tracking beacon device onto the hull of Jango Fett's starship. Did you want to? Is there a specific name for the type of tracking device? Oh, right, let's put that card down there for a minute. and slowly cry after how far we have to walk. It was 7 minutes past, wasn't it? Or 1 hour, 7 minutes into the stream where we had to start for the third time. Oh, this will be a hard question for Frodo. I mean, I would never know where to start to answer that for Frodo. What time is it in reality? Oh, 10 to 11. It's going to be a long night. I say, I hope nobody has any other plans. If we see somebody on the road, we're just going to have to like try and take like a wide arc around them if we see like a blue marker for a side quest. A toss up between the Tolkien verse or the Potterverse. Extended editions, of course, I hope you're saying there as well. Oh, John Wick, yes. The John Wick series is definitely one of our favourites. And, oh, are you waiting to put the kettle on there, Tiramisu? Of course, extended editions. To me, I consider those to be like one continuous film, not like three separate. I suppose now you combine that into all 6 films. Is there a new one of the Fast films out? I can't remember where I last left off with them. What happened at the end of the last one that I've seen? I know I'm definitely not up to date with them, just like the Marvel films. I've only seen the Marvel films up to like the last Spider-Man-y film, because we've not seen that one because it's not on Disney Plus. And I haven't bought it on iTunes or out yet. I wasn't overly fussed with the Eternals. I think that might have been the one just before that, was it? 9, I think there's a new one. There is 10 coming out in the end. So there's a 10th one coming out this year. Oh no, and the part 1 and 2 did. Plodging through the mud. Yeah, it's going to take a long time tonight. another minute or so, we'll do another trivia card. We'll pull the Lord of the Rings one out next and see what that one says. Oh, Frodo! I got a new Lord of the Rings board game. I've been after it for ages, and I was actually going to because it was only available in the US. Well, what the hell that was there? Oh, hang on. Don't attack us! Don't attack us! Don't attack us! Just kill him. Just get him. Change course, get as far away from him as possible. At a walking pace. At least they went. Indeed, at least they went after him. What was I saying? Oh yeah. It was in the US. It was only available in the US, and it was a Target exclusive. And I was going to ask you guys if there was a Target like anywhere near you, and I would have just asked if you were able to pick it up, and I would just send you the money and the postage and what have you. But then I found it listed on a website here in the UK, and I was able to pick it up last week. Added bonus, I also had a voucher. I got a voucher for them as well, so I got a little bit off at the start on it as well. But yeah, that one. At the minute, this week I've got a little bit on because I've been wanting to do. I started to go back to. Well, originally when I started, I used to be an unboxing channel, and because especially with the new setup, it makes doing unboxing videos a lot better quality, and a lot easier for me to do because I've got the three cameras that are like permanently set up. I got some new lights, and I just need to like jerry rig them together a bit with these new lights that I picked up. So I'm going to record those unboxings. Once I've done that Lord of the Rings unboxing, we're playing it on stream. Was it there? Oh, there was a Target near us, but not for another. No. If it was like local within like a 15-20 minute drive, if it's something like that, no, I wouldn't ask you to do something like that. But I said, luckily I was able to get a copy. Once I've done the little bit of an unboxing thing for it, I'll prioritize bringing that to the tabletop. We haven't done tabletop streams for a good couple of months because I was wanting to do Arkham Horror every month, but just one thing come up after another, and I wasn't able to do. I've not been able to put the time to do the prep for them. I'm just looking on my board game shelf, Marquee as well. We still have lots of different missions to explore on that one. 'Cause I like playing the Marquee one. We did here, but didn't stay long. Just not enough trade. Yes, that one has like a novel which comes with for the destruction manual. See, I was hoping to finish the jigsaw puzzle before we did Skyrim because I need to use the jigsaw puzzle like foldy thing because the Skyrim one is so big. But I don't think we're going to get back to finish the Christmas jigsaw puzzle, unfortunately. I think I might just have to very carefully put what we built into a box on its own so that I can reclaim the board so that we can do some board game, like bigger board games. I think we're going to have to do it that way, unfortunately. Oh look, I can see the bridge in the distance coming into view. But yeah, I want to do that, especially because I can see it on the shelf in front of me here. So we have the Skyrim one to do. We have Clax. We have Terraforming Mars. We have Oros to do. We have a variety of tiny epic games. Agatha Christie's Death on the Cards. One Deck Galaxy to bring to stream. Amongst others. I don't think we did fire in the library on stream either, did we? I have some escape room games as well. Myself, Roll T and Chrissy did about 6 or 7 of them together when I first started doing the board game streams. I've still got 3 of them left still in the wrappers. Because I can't open them beforehand. I've got to wait. They've got to be done because they're one-shotters. Once you've done them, you've done them. I need victims. Get a few of us into a call to solve the puzzles together. Oh, question for CGD and everyone else as well. If you could switch places with your RPG character for a day, what would you do? Thinking of RPG type things. Oh, crikey. I tell you, the text on these Lord of the Rings cards seems to get smaller every time. So 5 questions now on Arwen. What was that there? Pause. Okay, how many days does Arwen seek Aragon and the hobbits before finding them in the woods? Obviously this is a question related to the film because she's not the one that's looking for them in the woods in the book. I can't remember, what was the name of the actual one in the book that was that searched for them? Bob the Elf or something, wasn't it? Head to the bouncy club. Funny you should say that. A little while ago I was thinking, because in the Christmas sale I picked up GTA 5 on Steam, and I've downloaded it, bloody 110 gigabytes worth, fired it up, and do you want to know what the first thing that easy guy asked me when I said that I picked up GTA 5 to have a little bit mess around with, just because it was in the sale? You know what the first thing he asked me was about the game? Is there a Bounty Club? Exactly, CGT. So I had to go and look it up to find where it was so that I could share my screen. Oh, hang on, that looks like it could be a fight up ahead. Let's just try and skirt this side of the road. Oh, that Bounty game that I've been playing as well. I could never bring it to stream. Well, I could, but I'd have to do it on a different platform. The thing is, yes, it does have the bouncy element, but it is a really good platformer. Does Mrs. Easy know about it? Kill or capture the 2 fleeing prisoners? Nope. I'll have to let Mrs. Easy know when she comes to visit next week. But yeah, that Bounty game, it is a really good platform, and that's the weird thing about it. And the bouncy in it is more hilarious than anything else. I don't know what your question about the I suppose we'll get back to the questions. Question 1 was how many days does Arwen seek? Hang on, we're going off course. Seek Aragon and the hobbits before finding them in the woods. So how many days was she looking for them? And a side trivia, does anyone know what the name of the elf was that finds him in the books? Can't remember the character's name. And there's nothing on the back of the card that suggests anything else. So it might not be covered by this trivia. There we go, we almost made it back to the... it's taken half an hour to get to here. Well, 29 minutes. By the time we get up to the bridge, that'll be half an hour. We have two days. 2 days for that one. Okay, question 2. Oh, no, don't do it, don't do it. There's a red dot behind us. Okay, what part of Aaron's face is scratched in her fight? In her flight from the ring wraiths. So what part of her face is scratched in her flight from the ring wraiths? And we finally cross the bridge. Or begin crossing the bridge. I'll take that. The question, so the answer that they were looking for was just her cheek, but I'll take that one there. Now, question 3 is written even smaller text because it's longer. But camera angles could be left. You failed to help the lawman. You took too long to kill or capture. Yeah. We weren't chasing him. How long does Aaron choose to be with Aragon rather than face all the ages without him? 1 lifetime, 1 year, or 1 generation? It's a long-winded question. Well, hang on. Television was about to go into auto standby mode. So, how long does Aaron choose to be with Aragon rather than face all the ages without him? 1 lifetime, 1 year, or 1 generation? And we cross the bridge again. As I hope none of you had any of them planned, because it's mandatory viewing. Nobody is permitted to leave to go to sleep until we get there. Yep, 1 lifetime is the correct answer, Frodo. Okay, question 4. What does Arwen tell Aragon is constant and doesn't wax or wane? Oh, let's just move that back. Just sit back in the chair a little bit further. Now, it was the top of this hill where we got killed the first time. I'll read the question again for you. What light does Arwen tell Aragon is constant and doesn't wax or wane?
How y'all doing?
Slowly walking up the hill. No clue. It's the Evening Star. Okay, the final question on this one before we go into the place where we got killed just a few more about an hour ago. Actually, no, I think we got to the top of this hill, didn't we, before we got killed? So a little bit further to go. Who is Strider's first choice to ride with wounded Frodo to Rivendell before Arwen makes the journey? Hang on, that sentence doesn't make any sense. Who is Strider's first choice to ride with the wounded Frodo to Rivendell before Arwen makes the journey? Oh, right. If we get to the top of here and there's another one of those big cats, Gary will have a lot to answer for. What did I do? Well, you set that giant kitten on us when we got to the top of the hill, Gary. Oh, no. Is that a dog? Is that a dog ahead of us? Let's just try and get tight to this side of the path. Try and keep out of its range. Yeah, that question is really badly worded. The answer was himself. Yeah, that question, that card was awful. Pippin and Mary. It always takes me a few minutes, as in several minutes, to decide which one's Pippin and which one's Mary. It's like Ant and Dec. In the UK, no one knows which one's which. I can't remember. It must be. Are they still even on the go? Are they still a thing? Did one of them get locked up or something like that? The sort of shows that they do, I'm not really a fan of. Oh, they've got their own podcast, have they? But it's so long since I listened to one of those as well. I used to listen to the No Such Thing as a Fish, which is the QI's, the QI Elves podcast. Oh, I feel like an ambush is happening. Oh, that could be close. I haven't heard their podcast. You haven't listened to it in a while either. Now, hopefully that doesn't skew the results too far. And hopefully it doesn't happen again. Hang on, what was the reload button? Oh, that's happy jump. Yeah, we'll just have to hope. Hope for the best. That's a while since the last did one there. Hang on. Question for Gary. Do you think a robot could ever be your best friend, Gary? What kind of activities would you do together? So if any of you guys could have a robot as a friend, what would you get up to? You'd have a bouncy robot. Okay, we're approaching 1 hour 47. And we started at 7 minutes past. This is the first hour. Skynet is already my best friend. We sing and want to take over the world. When Ada becomes fully active. Now, it was along here where we got killed before, wasn't it? Because after we diverted off here is where that cat came out. So let's pay close attention. But we've passed 30 minutes now into walk 3. I can't hear anything just yet. So far, so good. Oh, I hear gunshots. As long as we don't get any red dots on the map, we should be all right. Oh, let's sit up. Oh, where the hell did he come from? I hear a horse. Hopefully if there's an animal attacking somewhere, it's just doing it to the horse. Oh, we've got so far to go. We haven't even passed like the armadillo-y bit yet. Actually, we haven't even passed that fort. Because this route takes you past that fort, doesn't it? The one that we've had like battles at multiple times. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's a bunny. Oh, what's going on there in the top corner? just looking at a bit of farming sim on the corner of the screen there. Oh, that was close. Yeah, I think we definitely found the proper way to do farming sim last week when we had a bit of play. And also we discovered that we aren't doing any ploughing contracts ever again. Is it they got too narrow a stripe is done with those plough things. Even that big one, it barely has any width to it.
You want to sit here and listen to some good old home truths?
Nope. Keep on walking.
Hello there. Hello.
Evening. Oh, this is going to take forever. Whose idea was this? We'll have to go back to that original stream where we got the stagecoach and verify whose idea it was to use the stagecoach, which led to this abomination. Oh no, it's going to happen again. What was reload? That was reload. Put the gun away. There we go. Yep, luckily that wolf pack, only one of them got close to us. Ah, is this the fort? Just on the other side of the tree line? Is that what we've got there? Oh, look at these guys here. Nobody saw that gun out. Oh, it's difficult because whenever I try and grab the gun controls, the rubber band is very much in the way and prevents me from pressing the buttons properly. Go meet the gunslinger near the well. Pass. Okay. Are you guys ready for some Star Wars trivia next? As we're going back into the other box. Got 5 questions on Jabba's palace. After I sneeze. Okay. Wait, what's the first answer? Okay. How many knocks does C-3PO make on the huge door of Jabba's palace? So how many knocks does C-3PO make on the huge door of Jabba's palace? Did I turn the volume back? I did turn the microphone back on. We have 5 from Gary. Oh, hang on, we're getting stuck on some shrubberies here. Soon we'll get to that windy cliff edge. So how many knocks does C-3PO make on the huge door of Jabba's palace? So far we have Gary for 5. Few more seconds and we'll get the answer. Oh, not good, not good. Oh. A 4 for CGD. 2 for Frodo. Frodo was Googling. The answer was 3. Apparently it was 3 knocks. What a weird question is that? Okay. Question 2. Who is disguised as... Oh, crikey, how did I spell that? Who is disguised as Bushy the Bounty Hunter in Jabba's palace? What name is that? I mean, it's going to obviously the key word has already revealed it. And yep, close enough. CGD, Princess Leia. Princess Leia, the crack whore. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Stir Fry was sitting on my knee today watching Buffy. She was a happy little chick getting her neck tickled. Watching her episode of Buffy at lunchtime. But we're almost at the end of season 5, so we left it where Glory had finally got her hands on Dawn. There's 2 episodes to go. But on to question 3. What does Luke Skywalker trick Big Fun Tour, where the hell that name is, how does Luke Skywalker trick Bob into letting him into Jabba's palace? Is it Fortuna? Bib Fortuna? I don't know. It's obvious though. Indeed, CGD. He uses his Jedi mind trick powers. Okay, the next one has multiple choice. Buys on my screen is also a mind trick. All right, what we got for the next one? How does Jabba initially? What does Jabba initially offer Busho for the shackled Chewbacca? 10,000, 25, or 40,000? In whichever units of currency. So what does Jabba initially offer for the shackled Chewbacca? 25? CGD's got them all tonight. Well, hang on. I'll read the other question in a minute. I just want to see where that wolfy thing's going. Okay, we're in the clear. I think. Okay, what kind of transport is Jabba the Hutt's ship? Oh, crikey, that's near. I'm just going to leave it as what kind of transport is Jabba the Hutt's ship? And it's got the name of the ship, which is spelled Khetanna. But, oh, shit. Get up, you fool, get up, you fool. Ooh, that was close. So what type of ship was it? We have a 69. the USS 69. It was a sail barge. We've got to do a little bit of shooting, otherwise I don't think there'll be any other option other than to stop and shoot a few times. So how far have we been going out now? We are almost coming up on 1 hour. When it gets to 7 minutes past. Well, 2 hours and 7 minutes in the stream, I should say. Kind of think I need to reload though. What's the reload button again? How do you reload? Oh, we've got the wrong bloody gun out. So that rifle that we had there was only 6 shots, but I like using this 10-shotter. So it looks like now we're at the Wiggly Path, which then will take us towards the Armadillo place. I can't remember if the stagecoach went through or around it though. When we were on it in the like last time. Hang on, which one of those red lines is our health? Have we got no health left? You see, like on the Cowboy GPS, there's a red line at one side and there's a gap where there's nothing on the other. Does that mean we have no health? Is the red line on the other side, is that our quick draw time, the dead-eye time? I can't remember which one meant what. And I don't know how we heal. How do you heal in this game? Potions. Is there something in one of the menus that I can use? I can't remember either. Eating heals. Have I got anything there? Medicine, can I? Your health is already full. Okay, okay. So that red line there must be, so which is our dead-eye meeting then? You see, when I did that, it dropped down. So what's the empty thing on the other side for? Is that maybe, does that charge up for stamina? I don't know. I just hope we don't get hit again. As we are approaching the 1 hour mark. 2 hours into the stream. Oh, this is a bit of a confusing array of paths. Which one do we follow? Deathloop. JD chanting his death loops. So we haven't even climbed up the other cliff yet, because we've got that cliff up there where his hat is. We've got to climb up there yet. A question from Ada. If you could design a new Hogwarts course, what would it be, And what would it entail? Did she ask us that yesterday? And in what way, CGD, could you shoehorn Angela White into it? Oh, hang on. I'm going to take these a little bit wide because that looks like a trap over there. There's somebody, there's people over there. Evening easy. Don't forget as well, if you guys want part 3 of the of the Angela and CGT story, I slowly walk this way. Did you get my car fixed easy? We are still on the long walk. Angela's MILF wizarding big jug. What? So improved stick on dildo's course. Not well. Easily. This is our 3rd attempt. We got killed by a cougar 40 minutes in. Then about 20 minutes after that, we got killed by a gun in a gunfight on the road. And now we have just crossed the 1 hour, 1 minute mark in attempt 3. Because on my chart, we started it at 7 minutes. Well, 1 hour, 7 minutes of stream time. And now we're on 2 hours and 8 minutes. Was that the car is ready? Might need a good pair of. For a second, I thought you said a good pair of rubbers. It's that CGD and his filth, man. I'm telling you. Where on earth did we get you guys from? Saturday night's supposed to be the filth night. Sunday night's supposed to be relaxing. Has it been dark for an incredibly long period of time, though? Do we think? You need them too. And Mr. V, welcome in as well, mate. You join us for the... Now that noise is what happened when I drove away from the garage after Easy Guy fixed my car. As well, don't forget, or indeed please forget, to redeem, or don't redeem, it would be more preferable, the next community challenge. I'm only going to do reminders today, I think. I don't think I'll bring it up at any point in any of the other streams in the future. It'll be up to you guys to remember on your own. Good boy. Yeah, don't redeem any of it. Well, what's that? Is that another wolf or is that something else? Oh no, it's like a deer or something. Hope the sun's going to go up soon. He certainly doesn't, Frodo. I have to re-download it if you guys manage to do it. We got 31 days. No extensions. Easy Guy has contributed a total of 2,000. So 2,000 total to the Play the Awful Snow Runner Challenge. I'm guessing the route bypasses Armadillo, though. I couldn't remember if the coach went through the middle of it or... actually, no, we haven't. I thought Armadillo was there. It's not. It's further down. We may pass through the town. We'll find out in about 10 minutes. Up to 3%, 29 days left. It's time we made him suffer. Put those points in. You'll have to make a real effort if you just want to make me suffer that tripe. Casino, he's even like tabbing over whilst he's in the middle of his farming sim to quickly put his points in. You'll be doing it. Oh, this is going to be a long walk. So far, though, the readouts from Ada 2.0 are looking good. As I activated more of the features that I've been sort of putting together, my view of chat is a lot clearer. Than what it was with Ada, the output from Ada 1.0. Oh, is that easy guy going to put the kettle on? Oh, actually, that's a good idea. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to modify something in 2.0. Click on here. Click on here. And turn the camera a little bit. And compile. Transfer. Okay, that's done. I hope.
Well, hello there. How are you?
Stay away. Or we'll shoot you. Why is he getting off his horse? Oh, the sun's finally coming up, though. So what percentage do you have to hit every day, then, in order to achieve your target? If you're saying we've got 3% there so far. How many has to go in all day? To breach it. Yeah, people have. Yeah, I maximum per that, but so cumulatively, how much has to go in a day though is what I mean. If you've got 2,000 per person, how many people per day? Minimal would be required if it was an even split. Would you like 5 or so a day? Need like 10k a day or something? I'm not worried. You guys will forget about it by tomorrow. I mean, it's 10k now. Oh no. It's okay. You'll never be able to keep it up.
Howdy.
You just better hope that I do a garden stream with the girls, so you get an extra opportunity to put points in through the day. The weather's been really nice to do some garden streams. Alexa, turn off lamp. And not enough. I think I should have put it a bit higher, Easy.
Hey, good morning, sir.
We're almost going to walk up the cliff. And that'll probably mark the halfway point of our journey. No, it can't be free. It can't be 300 and 80 left. I'm sure I only set it to 300. Hang on a second, right? I'm gonna. Can I click on any of those? Actually, I've got my other panel open here. I can see what the actual values are. 2 seconds, Ada, whilst I cover you up. Yeah, 300 in total. Yeah. I will play the awful game SnowRunner for at least 2 hours, only if it's still on Game Pass, as it's not worth paying for. No time extensions, you have 30 days. Where is it? Put Ada's panel 1 up on there again. He just sucked today.
Hello.
Evening. What's the name of the ranch that we're going to probably walk through? Where the other woman that he was clearly wanting some bounty with. Welcome in there, Mrs. Easy. I'm sensing that a certain person may have put you up to something. But welcome in there. As compensation, could you go and give Easy a good clip round the ear for me? He was giving us all funny looks before, so I think we should, that we need to wipe that smile off his face with a good firm clip round the ear. Maybe several. Oh, I can see it now. When you guys come to visit, Easy Guy's going to leave here black and blue, isn't he? Oh, I got your elephant, your solar powered elephant from the shop the other day. It's sitting in its box downstairs for you. I forgot to message Easy about it the other day to let you know that I picked it up. Easy begged me to put the points on. The least you could do then is make you a cup of tea. I hope you're doing all right there. You've been keeping yourself out of trouble today. Did he get you any nice chocolates for Easter there as well? And Frodo, thank you so much gifting a sub to Mrs. Easy there as well. Thank you so much there, mate. As I can say, I have no idea how to thank all of you. What on earth was that? There's a weird little jingle. Oh, it was River the Raccoon. I was thinking, where the hell did that noise come from? But thank you so much there, Frodo. As I can say, I never know how to thank all of you lot. Other than to make you suffer through challenges like this more often. And Mass Effect. I'm going to be around about Mass Effect all week. Indefinitely. Can we take a look at this view? We can kind of see the view a little bit. I don't want to get too far off course. Oh, hang on. What's that up ahead? There's something glitching and bouncing. What are they doing up ahead there? Like bouncing in the air.
Hey there.
Oh, he wasn't taking any prisoners, was he? So I'm getting a few things from you, so I'm trying to help the contributors. But thank you so much there, Frodo. I don't know what you mean. I'm sure this parcel is going to Samwise. Thank you for getting the no problem. That was it. It was the last one that I had. That's why I'm like messaging Easy straight away, and it says, "Do you want us to grab it for you?" I picked up another little present for you as well whilst we're out the previous week. Just remember, when you come to visit, you'll have to bring your own sugar, though. From A to there, have you been keeping the easy guy out of trouble? It's like a full-time job, surely. I don't know, coming all this way just to see the chickens. He didn't even get you any chocolates. Oh, he definitely needs a good clip around the ear. Unacceptable behaviour, Easy. Get yourself to the 24-hour store right now. Can get some chocolates in. I had to make sure the chocolate thief was fully fed. Here. Good evening, Mr. Six-Wheeling. Welcome in there, mate. I hope you've been behaving yourself. What's that he can do without? Yeah, none of us take sugar, so we don't have. Well, actually, no, we do have some sugar, but I think it might have been in that pot for several years. So it's probably best to go out. That's why I said to Easy the other day, bring your own. What sort of mischief though have you been getting up to as well there, Six? Tonight you joined us for our walk from one corner of the map to the other challenge, and so far it's not going according to plan. Because we've already died twice now to restart. What are we in now? We are on 1 hour and 1 hour 20? I think 1 hour 20. I should have made a better note. What's that there? Oh yes, I've been behaved or be in the doghouse. So, Mr. Six cast you out to the doghouse. Oh no.
God damn it!
Back on the road. Oh, that could have been bad. Right, what was I saying? Thanks for the no praise there, mate. As soon as Ada spots you, she pops one in for you there. Speaking of shoutouts, we haven't done it at all tonight, but well, first of all, guys, if you can, I'd really appreciate it if you guys could give a follow over on the YouTubes, where you can find all our past videos, all the 360 VR videos, all the past streams, and all the pre-recorded episodes and such. And also, if you use it at all, I did give a bash of this other platform the other day. I'll be honest, I don't think it'll last, but I will put the odd Afternoon of Hunter. I think it's probably what I'll be popping over on there. But if you'd like to join me for any of those, follow that link. I'm hoping to, this week, I should be able to get those unboxing videos done. I should have the time. It depends. I need to get another appointment booked with the doctor in the hospital and what have you. So that's a priority. Why do I feel we're going to get we'll see Blackwater in the distance and we'll get trampled by something? Whose idea was this? I'm fairly confident that it was Gary's. I've got that vision in my head that I'm certain. It was either Gary or it's the Matty that's put us in this predicament today. Had to be one or the other. Was that? It was very laggy. Is that on the other platform there? You're meaning? It'll go the way of Mixer. I think. I don't think there's any real. I'm trying to remember what the other ones are. What was it? A D Live that no one ever. I never heard anyone talking about D Live. There's Trovo. It kind of sounds something like that. I mean, I only know technically know one person. He's a psychopath that used to sort of come around here. that streams over there, but I've never heard from him for a long, long time. I mean, who uses Facebook anymore? Is Periscope still a thing? Or did that close? I kind of vaguely remember having an app for it on my phone. Was that absorbed by Twitter? I can't remember. That long. Okay, which one would you prefer next? Do you want a card from the Harry Potter box, the Star Wars box, or the Lord of the Rings box?
Howdy. Howdy.
Just keep riding. And we'll pull out the next set of trivia questions for the long walk. You want to pull it out of Angela's box? I keep telling you at CGG, you can redeem the next chunk of the story if you want Angela. If you want something out of Angela's box. Can you? Well, they weren't attacking me, so I didn't want to. I didn't want to complicate matters. I'm only pulling the gun out if we get like a red icon thing in the bottom there. If someone's actually attacking us. Because we've already been killed once on the road, and I don't want us to go down again. Drag that over there for a minute. And pull that over there. Oh, see, that snake's not going to kill us, is it? What's that there? Some Counter-Strike, is that in the top corner? Yeah. I enjoy a bit of Counter-Strike. I've got Mr. Oz to download it this afternoon. I think we're coming up to the ranch. Can anyone remember what the name was of the ranch? My head's sort of thinking it begins with an M. And I can't quite think what it was. Does it maybe say on this sign? McFarlane Ranch, there we go. There's something following behind us. Oh, it's one of those funny little creatures with the giant horns. But through we go. We are approaching 1.5 hours. In 5 minutes, this will be 1.5 hours worth of walking. So for you, those of you that know the map, what kind of distance do we still reckon we have to cover if we're at 1.5 hours getting to the McFarlane's Ranch? Is that in the centre of the map, or is that closer to the Blackwater, or is it further away from the centre? At least it should be relatively safe walking through here. I don't think we'll get attacked by anything. I'm guessing that nun's going to come up to us and ask us something. At least an hour away.
At last! I knew the Holy Virgin would bring me to you. Everyone in Las Hermanas has been talking about you.
Why is there a flashing skull on the radar? Should I be concerned? We're going to Blackwater. We started in the Mexico place that begins with an E, and we're walking to the Blackwater. We're going from the safe house in the southwest to the safe house in the town in the northeast. So safe house to safe house.
Hello to you.
I was going to say we're going to have to scoot around on the side to get past them, but they've changed course at the last second. Oh, I think that skull is a mission, like a bounty mission. Oh, look at the little chicken. Look at it scamper away. Have to see if the little chickens will come and sit on your head easy. See if the little batter comes to investigate. Oh, you're putting the kettle on there, there, Shay. Mine's a tea, just a splash of milk, no sugar. It's this like it's the community challenge thing. You guys redeemed walk from that place in the Mexico part of the map in the bottom corner to the top to see how, for science, how long it would take. In the stagecoach, it takes 43-ish minutes. On foot, so far it's taken just under an hour and a half, and CGD predicts an hour to go. Walking from one end to the other. But I hope you've been keeping yourself out of trouble. Well, as best you can. Oh my god. Also, feel free to ignore the current challenge that can be contributed towards. Because we don't want to play SnowRunner. You bored of walking? Well, it's not too bad because after we died the first time, I found an elastic band at the back of my desk, and I've tied it to the forward button. So all I've got to do is occasionally move the camera with my my thumb. I don't have to hold it forward. Please use your channel points for the new challenge. No, ignore all that. No, quick! I've got to hide the evidence. Let's press the emergency button. Clear the chat. Nobody saw anything. Unless you're a mod, and then of course you can still see it, but that doesn't count. Sound-wise, oh, hang on, was there a question for you there? Oh, what's the name of the control interface, Frodo, that allows characters to access the ship? Hang on, what the hell kind of question is that from Ada? Exactly, there is no SnowRunner challenge. Points for new challenge. Yeah, you know, Ada's still learning how to communicate when she generates these questions. I saw that one the other day. Was it last week when she asked if you could only eat one colour of food for the rest of your life? What would it be? Oh, that was a rather weird question that she sort of like put together. I'm quite surprised. I suppose there is only so many ways you can ask the similar sort of things, but there's been a few of the questions which have been more or less identical. I did do a few tweaks to try and make her a little bit more variant in the things that she says, but it's all experimental. I'm hearing a lot of gunshots. I'm hoping that we're walking away from them, but something tells me we're not. Let's just keep walking this way. Did we make a decision before? Are we going to... Do you want a question from the Harry Potter box, the Star Wars box, or from the Lord of the Rings box for your next trivia round? I can't reach the box that's got all the other boxes of questions in it. It's all the way over there and I'm all the way over here, so there's a conflict of interest there. Oh, you wait to bed there, Mrs. Easy. Well, have a good night. Before you go to bed, make sure you give Easy Guy a good solid clip around the ear. It'll make things all nice and relaxed for nodding off to sleep. At the very least, I'm a grin on our faces. But thank you for coming in. We'll catch you later on there, mate. It will do. What's that there? Sorry for the caps. Oh, sorry. I didn't even notice. He's determined, isn't he? CGD wants his next Angela story. Gotta get that incognito window. And down we go. So, what is the name of the next town we're going to walk through? I've got absolutely no memory of it, but it always like comes across to me as like being a crime town. It just looks that sort of way. I kind of think what it's called. There's a lot of gunshots in the distance I can hear. Thieves. Oh, so it is called something like Thieves Landing, is it? Is that why in my head I paint it as a crime town? It's quite a long town as well, isn't it? Because it kind of stretches through quite a few bits. There's a couple of roundabouts in it, I think, if I remember right. Hopefully, we'll survive our journey through. So, how far across the map? Like how many quarters or thirds do you reckon we are across the map when we cross through that town? Is that beyond the halfway point of the map, or is that maybe it's like the 2/3 across the map? Oh, I hear the train. That's about the 2/3 mark. All right, well, I might be able to use that to project how far we've to go. Then once we get there, that is. Oh, just when I saw those racing towards us. Here comes another one. Them horses go at some speed. But keep on going. So we're traveling along here. I don't know how far we are to that town from where we currently are. You're definitely getting your steps in. I wonder if we had this on PC, could we have loaded the game in like a peaceful mode and, you know, just removed all the enemies from it? Then it would have been a lot fairer experiment, I think. Oh. Oh. Through the gap. I've no doubt. I mean, if this game was available on Steam, we would have played this playthrough on Steam. We're playing. Well, it's the Xbox 360 discs in the Xbox One, and when you put it into the Xbox One, it downloads the like enhanced edition, so it's better textures and stuff than the original. If we were watching this on the 360, the slightly enhanced edition. Evening, Jaffa, and welcome in. Oh, you've been behaving yourself? Well, no, he hasn't. Did you go on an adventure with your bike today? That Ada misses nothing. Nope, she never does. Kept quiet and she spotted me. She checks for you every 90 seconds, approximately. clocked up 140 miles now. Is that in addition to the mileage that you were saying like yesterday when you went on an adventure? Oh, here it is, Thieves Landing. So where does that put us in the stream time? That's right. If we're 2 hours and 40, well, actually, this is crossing the 2 hours and 47 mark, and we're counting time from the 1 hour 7 minutes mark. How long have we done this for? So 7, 17, 27, 37, 47, 1 hour and 40 minutes. And that was from that was from yesterday. So you're not been on an adventure today then? Oh, you've been in feeding Mystical her chocolate for Easter. And what's that there? Oh, hang on, yeah, Ada asked you something, didn't she? Did you know Frodo the Elusive Man, the enigmatic leader of Cerberus, was modelled after Martin Sheen, who voiced the character? All true. Was it you sound surprised at my knowledge of this universe? Oh, you asshole! Oh, but we know you know this world in and out. That's why I keep quizzing you on it. I know you're going to know the answer for me.
Sorry, partner. Watch it, you bollock.
I think I need to get off this path a little bit. Something sounds like we're going to get trampled. Is it like this game for you? In the knowledge is kind of like me with my Mass Effect. Okay, turn off here. There is 2 bridges in this town that we have to cross, isn't there? So that was one. I'm sure there's a second one if I remember from the other week. Is that exactly? Yep, CGT. Going, yeah, are we still going straight on or are we turning that way? I wasn't sure for a moment there, but straight on. See the sign there for Blackwater. It's just me. It just I feel like it's been darker a lot more than it's been light in this journey. Dixon Crossing. Okay, so it's through the forest next, and then we'll get into the plains. Is that right? I don't know if this route I don't think this route takes us close to the snowy bit, though, does it? I think we'll probably stay in this type of colour, greenery. If we survive. On a side note as well, don't get mandatory viewing on Friday nights for Mass Effect 100% playthroughs continue. It's getting dark. It's never stopped being dark for this walk. Anyway, if we had this on PC, we'd come up with a way to lock the it onto daytime. Need a torch? Yeah, we need a torch. See, he spent all of his money on the cowboy GPS. The cowboy sat nav in the corner there. He couldn't afford a torch. Okay, back to the original question. Did we make a decision on the trivia cards? Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, or Harry Potter? I can't remember which was the last one we did. Okay, we're making a turn off here. No, we didn't. He's not going to say it again. All right then, you win, CGD. Do you want you want your next chapter? Right. Whilst I'm walking here, can I line myself up in a straight line? Because I'll need to tab over to here for a second. He gets his Angela story. 2 seconds. Don't do 15 factor authentication. Inconvenient adventure. There it is. Hang on. We started with Lord of the first question. That was all I can remember. Right, 2 seconds. I now need to bring this audio channel into the stream. Let's just check. Is that coming into the stream?
Bouncy, bouncy.
Yeah, I think that's coming into the screen. Okay. So as a special edition for CGD, Chapter 3 in the Inconvenient Incognito Encounters, or whatever it was that we called it.
CGD was overjoyed when he received another invitation from Angela the Bouncy Bouncy Star to meet up for a private dance lesson. This time, she suggested they practice in a secluded park where they could dance without being disturbed. CGD arrived at the park and found Angela waiting for him. She was wearing a bright and colorful outfit, and CGD couldn't help but feel a surge of excitement as he approached her. They began to dance, and CGD was in awe of Angela's incredible moves. She bounced and spun around with such energy and grace, and CGD tried his best to keep up with her. As they danced, they moved closer and closer together until they found themselves in a tight and intimate bouncy position. They were so engrossed in their dancing that they didn't notice a small crowd had gathered around them, watching them in amazement. Suddenly, Angela looked up and saw the crowd. She froze for a moment, realizing they had been caught in an inconvenient position. CGD, however, was still lost in the moment and didn't notice anything amiss. Angela quickly tried to disentangle herself from the position, but CGD was still holding on tight, not wanting the moment to end. Angela tried to tug herself free, but CGD's grip was too strong, and they remained stuck in the awkward position. The crowd around them began to murmur, and some people started taking pictures and videos. CGD finally realized what was happening and released Angela, looking embarrassed and apologetic. Angela tried to laugh it off and told CGD not to worry about it, but she couldn't help feeling a bit flustered. She suggested they continue practicing in a less conspicuous location and led CGD to a more private area of the park. As they resumed their dancing, Angela couldn't shake the feeling of embarrassment and self-consciousness. She felt like everyone was watching them, judging them for their awkward position. CGD noticed Angela's discomfort and tried to reassure her that everything was okay. He told her that he didn't care what anyone thought and that he was just grateful to be dancing with her. His words of encouragement lifted Angela's spirits, and she felt a renewed sense of confidence and joy. They continued to dance for hours, lost in their own world of bouncy magic. And as they danced, they realized that sometimes the most magical moments in life come from unexpected and inconvenient situations. When they finally parted ways, CGD thanked Angela for the incredible experience and promised to never forget their bouncy encounter in the park. Angela smiled and gave him a hug, feeling grateful for such a loyal and enthusiastic fan. As she walked away, Angela couldn't help but feel a sense of excitement and anticipation for the next incognito encounter with CGD. She knew that no matter what kind of inconvenient situation they found themselves in, they would always have the power of bouncy to bring joy and magic to their lives.
And then we have chapter 3. He kind of lost me when he tried to tug himself free. But welcome back there, welcome back there, Mr. Smith. Completely lost my train of thought there. Sorry, what was that as well? What was your question from Ada? In Mass Effect 2, Shepard has the option to romance several different characters. If you had to romance a romantic date with any character from a Mass Effect series, who would it be? So yeah, Miranda is definitely a bouncy option. But for Mass Effect Andromeda, I like Suvi. How goes the walk? The walk goes... Well, it's better than what it has been. We've died twice and had to restart from the beginning. But so far, we've managed to make it through the Thieves' Landing. And CGD tells us that's about 2/3 of the way across the map. And we are coming up on... Oh, actually, we are at 1 hour and 50 minutes. Well, 1 hour 51 minutes. In this current leg. I hear the train. We haven't ridden the train, you know, since we've played. Maybe see when we get to the end. Maybe there might be a train station that we can hop on the train, and that's how we'll end. Mustn't be far away now, though. Surely we must be almost there. But whilst we're walking along here, I'll throw up the lineup for next week. So tomorrow, well, you guys have got a choice. Whilst we're playing tomorrow, we can either continue with the log cabin on the lake, or we can try and do some of the story. I'm kind of aiming towards wanting to do a log cabin, though, to be honest, but I'll let you guys decide if you just want to continue with the log cabin. It's Tuesday, you have a new game as a platformer called Skull, SKUL, platforming game. We finished High on Life on Wednesday. Thursday, Resident Evil HD Remastered. I have no idea where we're up to with that. Friday is Mass Effect, where attendance is mandatory. Hogwarts on Saturday. And on Sunday, another platformer called Codename Gordon.
Damn thief just took my horse!
Well, sucks to be you, mate. Oh, are we almost there? This is Blackwater, isn't it? Are we going to get there for the 2 hour mark? Oh, that would be interesting if it's exactly 2 hours. You agree, log cabin? I know there's supposed to be a story and all that too, but I'm quite enjoying putting it. Yes, it's very time consuming because of the... Is that an attack dog? No, it's very time consuming because you can only do 2 logs at a time. But it's another relaxing one to play. I think I've managed to fix the save file, although I can't be sure. Yep, almost there. So if the stream count gets to 3 hours and 7 minutes, then that's exactly 2 hours. I don't think it will, though. I think we're going to get to the house before then. So we're just shy of 2 hours. Which building? I think it's that building over there, I think is where we're heading to. Because we're going safe house to safe house, so we need to get to our bedroom above the brothel. I think it's a brothel where we live. Almost there, though.
Oh, hi.
Which is the way in? Is the door on the other side, or is that on that side? It's all like caged off.
That Barrington Apollo razor will give you the cheeks of a newborn. I guarantee.
We've almost done it.
Well, love.
Say I said this, but John Marston is really a big-time marshal for men.
We did it. We made it in 1 hour. Sorry, 1 hour 57. Because we died at an odd time, I'll have to recalculate it. But just shy of 2 hours, and we did it. We made it. I bring the map up. And I'll put the reverse course on so we can see the route that we took. It should recalculate the route to the same thing. So that is the route that we have just walked. So you know, the cause of Sage and Onion from Frodo. So yeah, so it took us 50 minutes to get here. It was half an hour. Hear the sounds of all the girls. It took us half an hour to get to here, the start of the bridge. And it was like up here-ish where it was the 50-ish minute mark where we got killed. Then we had to come all the way along the outside of Armadillo. And then, so where was the McFarlane Ranch? Right, alright, so the McFarlane Ranch is there. So, right, so the McFarlane one, that's kind of like the 2/3 away. And Thieves Landing is actually a lot closer. Like, in my head, I kind of thought Thieves Landing was like this far across the map, is what I was kind of thinking. But when we got to there, what was that, like 20 minutes ago? To cover that? That's not bad at all. But we've had success. We've completed the challenge. And now it's all up to you to not redeem the next challenge. But okay, thank you all so much for coming along for this challenge here today. Thank you both, Frodo, for the gifted sub to Mrs. Easy, and CGD as well for the 10 months of madness. Thank you all so much, and thank you as well for the new follow there as well. Actually, let's just check, are they? Yeah, just checking. just checking, because you often get the follow and followers. But yeah, they're still there. But thank you all for coming in and joining in this madness. We'll have a little look and see. As I said, tomorrow we're back with Lumberjack Simulator. And let's have a spy and see who is online that we can go and say hello to. Not really that much of a choice. Any suggestions? You guys like a bit of farming sim. Is anyone doing farming sim? What's this chap doing? I can't hear them speaking. Oh, he's not shouting and swearing, so there's a good... we'll go and say hello to this, but I don't know who he is. He's playing a bit of farming sim. So we'll jump over and we'll say hello. Once again, thank you all for joining us for this ridiculous challenge. And we will see you... definitely we'll see you all for the mandatory viewing on Friday for the Mass Effect 2. Because remember, there is going to be a test. So thank you all for watching. Have a good night, and we'll see you all next time. Thank you for joining me today. If you are enjoying our journey and would like to see more, then please rate, comment, favourite and subscribe in whichever manner your chosen platform allows. If you are joining us on Twitch, Mixer or YouTube, where we have loads more for you to watch, from our live streams to all our episodes across our various series. You can also drop by and say hi over on Discord, where we chat about everything from Minecraft to books and movies to tabletop games. But most importantly, thank you very much for watching and have a lovely day.